talking here. No one will disturb us. Nobody comes near a dining room anymore. The thought of sitting down with a number of intelligent, attractive people, enjoying good food, well cooked and properly served, that apparently doesn't occur to people anymore. Nowadays, people eat in kitchens and living rooms, standing around, balancing their plates like jugglers. Soon people will start to eat in bathrooms. Well, why not? Simplify the process considerably.
Sit down somewhere, Pop.
So I'll sit here. You can look out. There's a purple finch who comes to the feeder every evening, brings his young. Now, I want to go over my funeral with you. I want to do it. There are only a few more apples left in the barrel for me.
You've been saying that for years, Pop.
I know, but this time it's true, so I want to go over it, please. You're my eldest son. I can't do it with anyone else. Your mother starts to cry, your brother isn't here, and your sister, she gets distracted. So concentrate, please, on my funeral.
All right, Pop.
First, here's the obituary for both newspapers. I dictated it to Miss Kovac down at the office. I read it over twice, and it's what I want. It's thorough without being self-congratulatory. I mention my business career, my civic commitments, and of course, my family. I even touch on my recreational life. I give my lowest score in golf and the weight of the sailfish I caught off the Keys. The papers will want to cut both diamonds, but don't let them.
Great, Pop.
Now, at the end of the obituary, the funeral service will be announced to occur 3 days later. This gives people time to postpone their trips and adjust their appointments. And it will occur at 3:30 in the afternoon. That way, it will give people time to digest their lunch and doesn't obligate us to feed them dinner. And notice I've underlined the word church. Mr. Fairweather might try to squeeze the service into the chapel, but don't let him. I've lived in the city all my life, and I know a great many people. So I want everyone to have a seat and feel comfortable. If you see people milling around the door, go right up to them. Find them a place, even if you have to use folding chairs. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Pop.
Now, here is a list of some works to be played by Miss Manchester the organ. This Bach, this Handel, this Schubert, all lively, you'll notice. Nothing gloomy, nothing grim. And then I want the service to start promptly with a good rousing hymn, Onward Christian Soldiers. Now, Mr. Fairweather may make some brief, underlined brief, remarks about my life and works. You plan to get up and say anything?
Me?
Do you plan to say anything?
I hadn't thought, Pop.
Well, don't, if you don't want to. There's nothing more reluctant. There's nothing more uncomfortable than a reluctant or unwilling speaker. On the other hand, if you as my eldest son were to get up and say a few words at all, good. All right, you will. Brief remarks by my son. Any idea what you might say?
No, Pop.
You only get son today. Brad Hoffmeister's son got up the other day and made some very sentimental remarks about Brad. I didn't like it, and I don't think Brad would have liked it.
I won't get sentimental, Pop.
On the other hand, you won't make any wisecracks, will you?
Oh, Pop.
You have that tendency, Dick. At Marcy's wedding and your brother's birthday, you got up and made some very flip remarks about all of us.
I'm sorry, Pop.
Smart guy stuff. Too smart if you ask me. If you plan to get in that sort of thing, you might as well not say anything at all.
Won't make any cracks, Pop, I promise.
You love us, don't you?
Yes, Pop.
You love us. You may live 1,000 miles away, you may run off every summer, you may be a terrible letter writer, but you love us all just the same, don't you? You love me.
Yes, Pop, oh, yes. Really.
Huh. Now at the graveside, just the family. I want to be buried beside my brothers and below my mother and father. and leave room for your mother to lie beside you. Even if she remarries, still leave room. She'll come back at the end.
Alright, Father.
And after the burial, bring people back here. Bring people back here after the burial. Stay close to your mother. She gets nervous at any kind of gathering and makes some bad decisions. For example, don't let her serve any of the good Beefeater's gin if people simply want to mix it with tonic water. And once they leave, stay with her. Don't leave for a few days, please.
Promise, Father.
I'm leaving you this room, you know. After your mother dies, table and chairs go to you. It's the best thing I can leave you by far.
Thanks, Father.
Well, that's my funeral. I'll put this envelope in my safe deposit box on top of the will and stock certificates. The key will be in my little bureau drawer. You didn't see the purple finch feeding its young.
Yes, I did, Pop.
You saw it while I was talking?
That's right.
Good. Glad you saw it.